the hole!
Okay, so let me explain. Yes, there were cops swarming all over us, but it's not what you think. So I'll tell you what, let me just roll this back to the beginning. So about 22 years ago, one of my businesses started supporting a charity ride called Peace, Love, and Happiness. Obviously, as Smackdaddy, the somewhat infamous Smackdaddy, it's just a perfect fit. What's so funny about peace, love, and understanding? Anyway, so this charity ride called Peace, Love, and Happiness was founded here in Austin by John Paul DeJoria of Paul Mitchell fame and another friend of mine, Gary Spellman, both of whom had been clients of this business for many years. Now, the organization that this charity supports is called the 100 Club of Central Texas, and I'll put a link here so you can find out more about it. And as you'll see, it's dedicated to providing both emotional and financial support to first responders and their families, especially after line of duty tragedies. But here's the kicker. Even though Gary invited me to ride in this charity ride year after year after year, and even though I've ridden motorcycles my whole life, for one reason or the other, I just never participated in the ride. It was either a case of me not having a motorcycle at that time, or after our accident, just really not wanting to take any unnecessary risks for the sake of the boys. That changed last year in 2023 after my youngest, Jesse, graduated from high school. I figured with my fatherly duties done to that point, and with those boys now growing into men and moving on with their lives, I figured it was time for me to get back in the saddle and start riding again. But let me just say, the Peace, Love, and Happiness ride is an incredible ride through the Texas Hill Country in the springtime with all the wildflowers out. It's absolutely incredible. So I highly recommend looking into the Peace, Love, and Happiness charity, as well as the 100 Club of Central Texas. Both are worthy causes for your support. So in this video, I'll cover both the 2023 ride and the 2024 ride. Now, the video I do have is limited. It's pretty crappy, I must say, but you're just gonna have to deal with it. I mean, I'm still learning to film while I'm riding, where to mount cameras on the motorcycle, all of this stuff. Now let's get to the ride with a bunch of fun people and freaking awesome parties. Okay, so I just got this beautiful BMW GSA that I'll show you here in a minute. Just got it home. I've rented it for the weekend. I've always been really interested in BMWs. I've owned Harleys and, well, one Harley and several different brands of Japanese bikes, both dirt bikes and road bikes, but I have never ridden a BMW. So I rented this gorgeous BMW GSA, and good grief, what a bike. So thinking of getting one of these, and so I thought a weekend on it would be pretty cool. So that is the plan, and we will get out and start riding this weekend. All right, so just finished a great ride, and let me show you something. These fellas were our escort the whole way. Hopefully I can get some video of that from somebody else. But what I really love about this is, there you go, a whole line of them, and then to the bike I'm on. Yeah, so that is an incredible motorcycle. Yeah, I'm getting me one of these for sure. So we're at Pootie's, the Hilltop Bar and Grill along 71. Pretty big crew today. It's really cool. So yeah, time for some festivities, and see you later. Peace, Love, and Happiness ride, 2024. Yeah, so as you can see, I did not buy a BMW. Instead, I got this Yamaha Super Tenere, as you can see here. So this is a bike I'll be riding this year in the PLH ride. And as you can see, it's a beautiful, gorgeous bike. So here in a second, I'll walk you through why I chose this over the BMW that I rode last year. I was all set to buy a BMW, but wanted to kind of research, you know, the different adventure bikes out there. And after I did so, I just thought this was the right bike for me. So this is a 1200. If you know about Super Teneres, I am not like a, you know, crazy motorcycle expert, any of that, but I can say that I love this bike. So let me walk you through a little bit of what I was thinking and why I got this bike. So why the Super Tenere over the BMW? Well, several reasons. So as I just mentioned, I did a lot of research on the different bikes, like the, you know, the Tenere, the BMW GS, whatever, R, all these letters I always forget. The Kawasaki, I think the V-Strom, Honda Africa, just kind of looked at everything. And I wanted to buy a used bike, just pay cash for it. So, you know, I wanted something reliable, good value for the money. And so that's what I was looking for, just because I just want to ride and have fun, not worry about a lot of maintenance and everything else. So I've always heard that although the BMWs are like, you know, top of the line, I guess you have Ducati up there above BMW, but it's just they can be finicky, from what I've heard from, you know, lots of people that own them. So I just wanted a bike that, you know, I just could ride and not really have to worry about it. Many years ago, I had a Yamaha, I think it was a Virago 750, and did a lot of touring on it. Really great bike. Rode it like from Austin to Telluride, Black Canyon, you know, just a lot of touring up through the Chama Valley. It was a great bike, had a great time on it. And so I've always had a, you know, kind of an affinity for Yamahas. And so in looking at the different bikes, the Tenere, I think, it seems to be really under the radar as an adventure bike. I don't know why, but like looking at, you know, reviews of, for example, the Africa, that bike, people say has electrical issues. I don't know, but that's what I saw a lot of, and I don't want to deal with that. I've already mentioned the BMW, you know, potentially having, you know, maintenance issues, being very expensive in maintenance. And so it's just running costs are pretty high. The V-Strom seemed to be one of those bikes that some people like, some people hate. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I never rode one. But I just kept coming back to the Super Tenere and started looking at a lot of YouTube videos of guys riding them, guys and women, you know, riding the Teneres in some serious conditions, you know, and they just look to be great bikes, and everyone that's owned them, they were really happy with them. So that's what I ended up getting. I found one that I could pretty easily afford, and bought the one that you see today, 2019 Super Tenere 1200. So there's also, I believe, a 750 or 800 Tenere, and I think they're coming out with a new one, like 1300, something like that. So this one, I bought it from a dealership here in Austin, and they had, really refurbished it, done a great job on it. One thing, I won't mention the dealership, but one thing, I almost walked away from this because I had agreed on the price and was ready to buy it. And what they do in this dealership is start running you around the different departments, trying to sell you gear. Then they send you to the service department, all of these things. So I'd agreed to buy it. They sent me to the service department, and I asked for a printout of everything they had done, because they said, oh, we did all of this work, whatever, $1,200 worth of work. And I said, well, I want to see what work you did. And they refused to give me that list. They said, well, I can tell you what it is, but I can't give you a printout. I suppose that's probably for liability reasons. They don't want to have to warranty. I don't know what the reason was. But, I got a little pissed off and walked away and told the salesperson I was dealing with, I'm done. If you guys aren't willing to, show me what you've done to it, I don't want the bike. So he went back, talked to the sales manager talked to the service manager. I got my printout, and they'd done a lot of great work on it, so I don't know what their thinking is on that. But I got what I needed, decided it was worth it. They put new tires on it, new brake rotors, things you need. This bike, I think, had 18,000 miles on it when I bought it. So it'd been ridden a bit and needed some service, and they did all the right things. So anyway, I was pleased with what I got there and went ahead and bought the bike. So as you'll see, I'll show you some video of riding this bike on this year's PLH ride. But thus far, I've had it, for several months now. I absolutely love it. I mean, it sounds great, well, just kind of a throaty, brap that it's got, and man, is it got a lot of acceleration. It's fantastic. So I typically ride it in touring mode. That's what I did this entire ride on. It's got sport mode. It's got a lot of other stuff that I'm not going to go into. You can find out about that stuff on YouTube if you're interested in Teneres. But as a bike, I am very, very pleased. I have no regrets not buying the BMW. So that's it. That's kind of my report. That's why I bought this bike, and there's going to be a lot of adventures on this bike coming my way. So stay tuned and enjoy this ride. camping here for a few minutes and then we'll be heading back out. But this is really a fun ride. Beautiful flowers on the way through. And they've got live music back in here, little shops, all kinds of stuff. So this has been a good ride, a lot of fun. So I'm at this very cool little resort, hammocks. This is near Wimberley. Got a container house there, full kitchen, grill, deck, just great place out here. And then other little tiny homes. See, they've got a teepee here, and more homes just kind of wrap around, or cabins or whatever you want to call them. And then this is what I got for the weekend. There's the Super Tenere. Had a great ride today, doing another one tomorrow morning. And here's where I am. So I wanted to show you the accommodation that I'm in. This is a yurt, and it is just absolutely crazy cool. I'm loving this. So it's, I don't know, maybe 25 feet across. And so anyway, I just got back from our first ride. This was called the Magical Mystery Ride, which was just incredible. Just the beauty right now with all the rain and green and wildflowers and deer, and I mean, it was unbelievable. So lots of fun, and just a really cool experience. Okay, so just tell me what you thought about the ride.
It was awesome, and the day is perfect.
There you go.
Living on tells the time, all time, baby.